Today we're talking about mulches. What a fantastic word. So what is a mulch? Well, it's something we apply to the top of the soil. It can help retain moisture, it helps us in our battle against weeds, and some of them will break down and feed the soil nutrients. We can also use it for making pathways and clearing patches of ground of weeds. It's particularly good for organic gardeners because it's a labour-saving technique. So why do we mulch? Well, there are a few good reasons. To start with, if the mulch is natural, it will break down and feed the soil. It'll also help retain moisture. It also makes it much easier to pull weeds out or eradicate weeds completely. Also, if there's a late frost or a radiation frost, it will help protect the roots of tender plants. And finally, it looks pretty good as well. So what do we use as mulch? Well, there are a few choices. We've got bark or wood shavings. We've got my favourite, of course, compost. We've got grass clippings, straw, membrane and cardboard. So which mulch do I use where and how do I use it? Well, the simplest type of mulch is literally grass cuttings because we always have plenty of them, and I'm going to apply it to this ready planted border. It'll break down, help provide moisture, also give a bit of nitrates as well. I'm going to put it on the soil when the soil is warm and wet, because if it isn't, it'll sit there and not break down properly, so the springtime is the best time to start mulching your borders. So I'm going to apply the mulch when the soil is warmed up and it's got some moisture in it and it's damp. I'm going to keep away from the crown of the plant by about 5 to 10 centimetres, and I'm going to put it on nice and thick like a duvet. If you've just taken over an allotment or a back garden and it's full of weeds, this is one type of mulch that'll help you beat those weeds without using chemicals, and it'll save you a bit of labour. The aim of the mulch is to block out any light and any moisture, because that will stop the weeds from growing. First off, I'm going to cut the tops off all my weeds. There are two kinds of mulches I can use for this operation. First of all, I can get some old cardboard boxes, get the recycling done, or I can use a membrane like this. Now, a lot of gardeners also like to add some organic matter like compost or straw, and this breaks down underneath the membrane, gets that lovely crumbly soil. It makes it much easier to pull out the pernicious weeds. So I'm literally just throwing this compost down quite thick, and then I'll put my straw on top. That's going to break down and mingle with my soil as the membrane goes over the top. For this example, I'm going to use cardboard as my mulch. Also, I need to weigh it down, make sure it doesn't blow away, and I'll repeat that operation all over my plot where I want to get rid of the weeds, making sure the cardboard's overlapping. So once that's all done, you can leave it for 6 to 12 months, and after that, take it up and start gardening. Another good thing about mulches is they also make the garden look great, and you can use them in pathways like this. Just throw down bark or wood chippings, 15 to 20 centimetres in depth. They also have the added advantage is you don't need chemicals because your weeds will pull straight out. If you want to find out more about all things mulch, go on our website www.gardenorganic.org.uk, and happy gardening.